to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Now the play fake. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scrambling away. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved it. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They're on the board first here in the season opener. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Tigers will hustle to the line. On the move. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
We're already in the 1st quarter, but already you get...
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Doug.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past...
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Makes his man miss. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a 1st down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
They stop him just a link or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. On the run, it's Powell. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Touchdown, Tigers. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Well, it's always nice to get...
So the offense has had enough. They'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Simmons. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. Auburn lines up quickly.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what...
Got it! And to the end zone. Off-play action on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Simmons. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Offense will take that. 3-5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Defense needs to hold its water and watch that football. It's now 2nd and 5. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Skips away from pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Touchdown Auburn! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Dances away. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have.
Sends it downfield. Brings it in down the left side. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Looking to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. With the catch, it's Brown. He'll get it out to the 14 before going out of bounds. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Going downfield for the big play. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 and plus territory. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. He has been unstoppable. The ultimate dual threat, positively Cam-tastic.
Yeah, and that dude was just so incredible to watch, and that's what he's putting on display. He's looking like that. Just whatever he wants to do, it's working, and this Auburn offense is cooking.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Banner. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll run play action. He fires to the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And the Tigers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw on first down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. On the move, he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Now on third down for this offense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone. Quiet.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Here's the pressure. They've got the screen set up. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss. The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. Auburn going to work with another first down. Offense changing the play. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got out of trouble and throws. Touchdown, Tiger! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Now adjusting. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
My old coach always used to say, don't turn a bad play into a catastrophe. He got flushed outside the pocket. Listen, it's okay. You can throw an incompletion. Don't create a turnover. Don't try.
And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I didn't.
Gonna run it. It's Robinson. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Henderson. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Brings it to the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, and on that 4th and short run, I think he thought he was going to score. He saw the end zone, his eyes started getting big, and they were able to get to him right before he got home. But hey, if you're on offense, why not just give it to him again on this next 1st down play?
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Keeps looking downfield. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their foot.
So here comes the Auburn offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Under fire. The throw. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down, using his legs to buy some time. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
The defense has...
They'll leave it with the lone back. Turning it on. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The play-action fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Just laid him a little too far across the sidelines. Couldn't make the catch in bounds. It's incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate. That's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Trying play action. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a second and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Trying to set up the screen. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Auburn to the line in a hurry. He'll pull it on the read. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And guys, they've come through on the first two third down tries. This one might be a little tougher. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's brought down right at the 13-yard line. Still a ways to go to make it to the line to gain. Let's see what they do on fourth. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Going right to work up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. First down here for the offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the fourth quarter. We've got an opportunity, one possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He might want another play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And, man, it can be dangerous.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback on the keeper. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally